Oh my God, sad news. Cycling journalist, podcaster and author Richard Moore sadly passed away on Monday, March 28, 2022. The Scottish former racing cyclist had written for cycling magazines and newspapers for many years and also worked on some of cycling's best received books of the last 2 decades. He performed well across the domestic scene, representing both Scotland and Great Britain, most memorably at the 1998 Commonwealth Games. One of his most successful ventures was the Cycling Podcast, which Richard founded and presented with fellow broadcasters and journalists Lionel Birnie and Daniel Freeby. The Cycling Podcast is considered by many the best English-language podcast in the cycling world. The podcast also has a spin-off Spanish edition, a women's cycling edition, and a tech edition. Moore also wrote for Cycling Weekly for a number of years, as well as the Sunday Times, Rouleur, Pro Cycling Magazine, Cycling News, The Guardian, as well as a number of Scottish publications such as the Herald and the Scotsman. In 2013, he along with colleagues Daniel Freeby and Lionel Birnie co-founded the Cycling Podcast, to cover the 2013 Tour de France. From there the Cycling Podcast grew into an extensive network of audio shows and live events. His first book, In Search of Robert Miller, won the Best Biography Award at the 2008 British Sports Book Awards. Richard's book The Dirtiest Race in History, Ben Johnson, Carl Lewis, and the Seoul Olympic 100-meter final was nominated for the William Hill Sports Book of the Year. Richard published 7 books and the first one, In Search of Robert Miller, was a biography of the Scottish Tour de France legend. His book, Slaying the Badger, was about the battle between Greg LeMond and Bernard Hinault at the 1986 Tour de France, and it later turned into an ESPN documentary. During his racing career in the late 90s, Richard won 4 Scottish titles in the Junior Road Race, Senior Time Trial, Pursuit, and Criterium. He represented Great Britain in the Tour de Langkawi and then represented Scotland in the 1998 Commonwealth Games in Kuala Lumpur. Richard Moore's cause of death have not been announced at this time. Please subscribe my channel and post comments.